My dear friends, my very good friends. I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Well, there were some blinks. I didn't know if I was live or not, but I welcomed you with all my heart and soul. Uh, we have, today is a forgiveness practice, and I picked up something from Tao Science book. And it's the page that I was writing about. It's 175. I copied. I wrote exactly the same way as Dr. Rulin had written it. This book is done by her, Dr. Rulin Xiu. She's a quantum physicist and Dr. and Master Sha, that who's a spiritual father, and he is actually a medical doctor, and with many uh, backgrounds that I would mention it a little bit here on the sleeves on this book. Dr. Master Sha is a spiritual master, grandmaster, world-renowned healer, humanitarian, and the creator of Tao calligraphy. He's the founder of Soul Mind Body Medicine, and at that time, 11 New York Times bestsellers, an MD in China and a doctor of traditional Chinese medicine in Canada and China. Master Sha is a grand master of many ancient disciplines, including Tai Chi, Qigong, Feng Shui, and I Ching. Master Sha was named Qigong Master of the Year at the 5th World Congress on Qigong. In 2006, he was honored by the prestigious Martin Luther King Commemorative Commission Award for his humanitarian efforts. In 2016, Master Sha received the rare and prestigious appointment at the Shufa Jiao, means National Chinese Calligraphy Master, the highest title a Chinese calligrapher can receive. Bridging Science and Spirituality Through the Science is this book. Is a major step toward accomplishing his mission to bring love, peace, harmony to humanity and Mother Earth. And Dr. Rulin Xiu, the one that I mentioned here, she's a quantum physicist and a string theory PhD at 1994 University of California at Berkeley. Tao Science is a culmination of her more than 20 years work on grand unification theory. Co-founder with Master Sha of Soul, Mind, Body Science System and Tao Science. Dr. Shu works at the forefront of this new groundbreaking science that helps unify science and spirituality at the most fundamental level. She's also an entrepreneur, herbalist, healer, singer, and writer. Uh, and she devotes her life to seek and spread the ultimate truth. Well, she had the part about the karma and the law of karma. She had proven it in this book. For people that who are interested, they can go and read about it with mathematics, with formula, and very true. She had presented this in many scientific committees around the world. Her paper, she had written so many papers. We are getting to this point at this time. I had been doing the forgiveness practice on Thursday night, 8 to 9 p.m. And I was doing most of it. It came, and we will continue on this book, Greatest Forgiveness book, that Dr. and Master Sha and Cynthia Devereux and David Lodge had co-author on this book. So why we are doing forgiveness practice? But before I explain it more, let's get into a condition first. Bringing our whatever activities that we had gone through the day, which I don't think it was much unless people that who work at home. But and I was attending some workshops and seminars, things like that, and keep writing and doing my own social media. So it's let us just chant love, peace, harmony for a few minutes and take a few deep breaths through your lower abdomen. This love, peace, harmony song is it came from the divine to Master Sha, and is not in ordinary language. So it has the highest frequency and the vibration. And it had been to all souls around the world and countless souls actually. So I would sing it a few times and it would resonate with you because it is in your heart also. Let's close our eyes, sit up straight, feet flat on the floor, back away from the chair if you are able to. If not, then chant it, sing it silently if you are lying down. And imagine golden light ball gathering light from 360 degrees. Golden light ball is coming to your lower abdomen, which is the energy center of the body. And put one palm below your navel where the energy center is, and the other palm is wherever you need the healing or blessing. If it's for relationship, put it over at the other one, both hands below your navel. If it's a finances, put it on your heart chakra in the center of the body. So we will sing about 10 minutes, okay, of love, peace, harmony before we get into a little bit of description, more of the description, why we are doing the forgiveness practice and actually doing it, together. Imagine a light bulb, one light bulb versus 100 light bulbs. Imagine what we can accomplish with all this because we are creating, the more people they come, we are creating a love, peace, and harmony field and forgiveness field, which would radiate out to other in your neighborhood, your home, your neighborhood, your city, country, and much more. Let's start by singing it for 10 minutes. I sing it in soul song, the original way that it came, and then the translation in English. Okay? Lula, lula, lee. Lula, lula, la, lee. Lula, lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Luna, lula, lee. Luna, lula, la, lee. Lula, lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Lula, lula, lee. Lula, lula, la, lee. Lula, lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Lula, lula, lee. Lula, lula, la, lee. Lula, lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Lula, lula, lee. Lula, lula, lee. Lula, lula, lee. Lula, lula, lee. Lula. Lula, lee, lula. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Stay in this condition for a few more moments. We are still receiving the frequency and the vibration. We are so very grateful to be here. On in the what I wrote down before from the Tao Science book about the about the law of the it's a universal law of karma. What goes around comes around. What we give, we will receive the same way. This is basically, in a nutshell, is what karma is. What we are suffering, what we are having a challenge with is what we had done uh, in previous lifetimes. You may not agree with the previous lifetimes. That's okay. I'm not trying to change your mind. You can believe whatever you wish, but I'm saying what I had experienced and what with my third eye, what I have seen for myself. So when you see something, then nobody can tell you it's not. But you are is your privilege to believe whatever you want. So, but what we are talking about from Master Rulin Xiu that I talked about, and the Master Sha that they both co-authored this, and the Rulin Xiu is a PhD from Berkeley, and scientifically with formula and the mathematics had proven the law of karma. The law of karma is sounds negative, as she said. You know, she mentioned it on a page 175. That I just read a little bit what I wrote before. When I mention karma to people, most people have negative feelings because they think about the consequences and the lessons from the past mistakes as punishment they must endure. However, as I have come to understand the law of karma scientifically, I have realized that the law of karma is the most empowering physical and spiritual law. It tells us that we are creator of own reality. It shows us how we can manifest anything and everything we could ever want, and is unlimited freedom and miraculous abilities we can achieve, and that all of that is beyond our limited. I'm talking about myself. Is we are limited to our five senses: what we see, what we hear, what we taste, what we smell. These are what we think. We are very limited, but we have an access to go way beyond of anything you have ever seen, read, or heard throughout childhood, throughout the um, schooling years, from family, from the newspaper, from magazines, is beyond. We have this power, is unlimited power. How to achieve that is just opening our mind a little bit further. Think about the possibilities. There are unlimited possibilities. And whatever I said is from this book also. And I really recommend everyone to get this book and read it because she's proving it scientifically. So when you see formula, and for instance, I will show you this how we had created from one single things is like a cobweb, that how it can scatter. You see this, that we are part of the one, we are all one. Is the illusion of us that we are separating ourselves from each other, but by what we think, what we see, what we hear. So all of this is inside us. If we close these five senses, it's not bad. We need it. We came to the physical body for this, to go and find out the higher consciousness, much more than this physical consciousness. And through this, we had been creating more and more separation, disconnection between all of us, between everything and everyone. It's not just only human being, but within this universe, we had created this separation, this uh, this disconnection and disorder. If you are suffering from something, it doesn't matter what it is, from neck pain to knee pain to back pain, is because we are not at the soul, heart, mind, energy, and matter. We are not joined as one. So this is the order. The order is soul, heart, mind, consciousness, energy, and matter, which is the what you can see, what you can feel is the matter. This is matter. So we need to become aware of what we see, what we talk, what we hear, what we do, and what we think constantly. This is why the law of karma, it comes uh, into a play. So I'm talking about myself, that I have seen what I have done to others to um, for my sickness, to my relationships, to my finances. I have seen it. So this goes back way, way back. So, uh, but this karma is our blessing. Whatever we are suffering right now is our blessings because we know how to correct it. That is the solution. How to correct what we are suffering from. Whether it's a physical, mental, emotional, relationship challenges, or financial challenges, this is the time to correct it. And this is the time to go forward with not repeating what we had done now that we are aware, but correcting it. How do we correct it? Forgiveness practice. That is the only way. And forgiveness practice is by all your heart and soul, and go very deep, deep into forgiveness. I will lead you into one by following the book. Uh, Whatever that it opens up to, I would follow that. Okay, transform finances and business. Well, it opened up to this, page 65, on the greatest forgiveness practice. Uh, this is how we do it, okay? Body power. Place one palm over your navel. Place the other palm immediately below to fully cover your lower abdomen. The lower abdomen below your navel is the energy center of the body. It's like an engine of the car. Our energy center is in our lower abdomen. Soul power, which is most important. Say hello to other souls and inner souls. Dear, I say it, dear source and divine, dear all spiritual fathers and mothers in all realms, dear heaven and Mother Earth, dear countless planets, stars, galaxies, and universes, dear all my ancestors, dear all the souls of my, dear all souls my ancestors or I have harmed in any way related to money or business in this lifetime and in all lifetimes. Dear soul, heart, mind, energy, and matter of my energy center lower is a golden light ball that at the beginning I told you to imagine golden light ball. I love you. Please forgive my ancestors and me for all the mistakes we have made in this lifetime and all lifetimes causing any challenges in anyone's. finances, or business. We unconditionally forgive anyone who harmed the finances or business of my ancestor or me in all lifetimes. Please heal and transform my finances and business. I'm extremely grateful. Thank you. Mind power. Visualize golden light ball shining. Uh, the light comes in from 360 degrees and it starts rotating and radiating light. And then we will chant, we will sound power. We uh, sing or chant repeatedly. I forgive you unconditionally. You forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. Tracing power. Uh, Dao Science is the calligraphy that Master Sha wrote for us, that I would hold it like this for you to trace. And this is how to trace. You start from here, you just follow the path. This is a oneness writing, which this oneness, it helps us to align that disorder that I said at the beginning. It would align us. It would align with forgiveness practice, the image that you can see here. But this one is much more clear. And just trace it. Very simple, very simple. And so let's start doing this. And if you can, if you learn how to trace, then trace it. Uh, Imagine the tracing. If you have not, then trace it. But try not to think about anything else, because it's very important to be in the condition. And if you have a difficult time to think or imagine, who you have heard, if you know them, think about their faces in front of you, whoever that is, from, I don't know, the business partners, whoever that is taking advantage of you, or you have not getting along, whoever, husband and wife, whoever that you need to forgive, and you are asking for forgiveness. This forgiveness, it should come uh, from the bottom of the heart. It's not just only empty words. Okay, so let's start. I would hold it against uh, the camera, and let's start singing and uh, tracing. I forgive you unconditionally. Please forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, harmony. I forgive you unconditionally. Please forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you unconditionally. Please forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you unconditionally. Please forgive me unconditionally. bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you unconditionally. Please forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you unconditionally. Please forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you unconditionally. You forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. Silently 2 minutes. The reason we are singing it loud is to vibrate the larger organs, cells, and when we sing silently, it vibrates smaller cells. So it's important to have the yin and yang. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I'm extremely, extremely sorry for what I have done to you. I learned my lessons. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I ask my ancestors to forgive you unconditionally. I forgive you unconditionally. Please forgive my ancestors and me unconditionally. We are trying to create a love, peace, harmony world family. We are trying to bring peace not only to ourselves, but to humanity, to Mother Earth. We are trying to reduce this, the result of the coronavirus. Please forgive us. Please forgive us. Please forgive us. Please forgive us. Truly, truly, I apologize to you. Please forgive us. We promise that we would not create a new karma. We are careful about what we see, what we think, what we say, what we hear. We would serve unconditionally. We would help other peoples that they are suffering, whether it's a donation, a canned food to food bank, $5 here, $10 there. Now that we cannot go out to serve physically, we can do it this way. Please forgive us. We are deeply, deeply apologize to you. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. Please forgive us. Bring love, peace and harmony. I forgive you. Please forgive us. Bring love, peace, and harmony. Please forgive us. We will promise we will do much better. We promise. We will serve. Chanting love, peace, harmony is the way of service because that is a service by itself because we are spreading the frequency and the vibration. Sing it and chant it as much as we can. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you unconditionally. Please, please forgive us unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I want to read about one uh, story about there are many people that who have shared uh, in this book uh, like a testimonial. Uh, that is about the finances. Forgiveness practice has helped me transform many areas of my life. One powerful experience I had while doing a forgiveness practice was in 2012 when Master Sha asked his student in an advanced program to practice forgiveness for 1 hour a day for 30 days. The practice itself is simple and direct. However, when my blockages come up, it can take everything in me to actually do practice. At that time, I was experiencing a financial challenge. I really needed extra money as soon as possible. One day, I had gone all day avoiding uh, my forgiveness practice and doing everything else, washing dishes, vacuuming, walking the dogs, and more. I finally exhausted my options, so I surrendered to the practice. I sat down and literally forced myself to do an invocation and I began to sing the love, peace, harmony, so a love song. I felt irritated at first, but after about 20 to 30 minutes of singing, I had a huge release and started to cry. Once this happened, I immediately felt better and continued to sing for the rest of the hour. At exactly 60 minutes mark, I heard a ding on my phone, indicating that I had received a text. I closed the practice and I read my text. It was a notice of a payment from a source that was totally unexpected. It was for hundreds of dollars. An amazing, immediate financial blessing. I'm so grateful for the practice of forgiveness, which empowers us to purify our hearts, souls, mind, and bodies. Now I practice at least once a day, as well as in, in the moment when any challenges or discord arises. Practice forgiveness. If anyone would practice forgiveness, what a different world we could live in. That was powerful, wasn't it? That was shared by Pamela Carmo from Florida. So the karma has many layers. I have done my is not even scratching the surface with all these 10 years that the 2012 that she was talking about, the advanced retreat, I was there too. And so these past few years, I have done quite a bit of the forgiveness. And actually, I have just finished tracing and doing forgiveness for an hour, tracing the greatest love, forgiveness, greatest love, but in combination with the forgiveness. So I can see huge for a whole year, and I can see such a difference in me as far as the purification, because all of this forgiveness is for purifying ourselves, our hearts. You know, when we are holding grudges against someone, when we feel that we are victimized because of somebody had done something to us, it's a release for me. It doesn't do anything to that person, but it is release for me. And this is the most important part of it. It brings me into peace and the joy and much more. Nowadays, very seldom I get angry, very seldom I get upset, very seldom I listen. I don't have even TV sometimes, but I'm on a computer. So naturally, when you come on a computer, something pops up. Doesn't matter where it comes from. But I try not to read. And the word, it goes on and on and on. Whether I watch it or not, it goes on. So why do I get bothered by watching something unpleasant on TV? Why do I have to hear anything that is negative? And it 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 brings me out of alignment with the oneness. Why? This is the freedom that divine had given us. They said, I give you all the free will. You are free to watch it or not to watch it, to listen it or not to listen. I prefer not to. And I see that it doesn't make any difference to me what somebody had said something somewhere. I hear it eventually. On the Nova Scotia killing, I heard it 2 days later, 3 days later. Does it make any difference to me? Now I follow what happened. A, someone mentally ill hold the gun and they killed so many people. So we have, what I'm saying is, we have to purify ourselves more and more. Then nobody can affect us. No negative thoughts, negative saying, negative speech can affect us. This is how we can prevent the karma, on top of the purification, but by doing the forgiveness practice. Well, I didn't mean to be a teaching class, because I have that next week, next Tuesday, from 7 to 8:30. But I might record it and play it on time, because I have other meetings to attend. And tomorrow is a love, peace, harmony. Also, it might be recorded. So what you will watch is the recording, because I have another meeting. Is you know, a service that I have to do. Yeah, you know, I'm I'm honored to do more services for anybody who wants it. And I really, if you wish to, since this is live, you can leave comments. That would be nice. And let me see, how do you feel? What can I do better? Let me put it this way. How can I do it better? Was it something useful? Was it something I can do better? Please, any comments would be appreciated greatly. And I see Minu was here. Thank you, Minu. I see Dan. Oh, I thought you are not coming. Okay. And thank you. Uh, See you, Urban. Uh, I thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm really grateful for joining us. So very grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If no one makes a comment, I agree with you. See you, Urban. Forgiveness, it should be like a love, peace, harmony. It should be a movement. Greatest love to you too, Dan. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for, um, oh, thank you, Mino. Thank you. Love you. Love you, love you, love you. And I'm so grateful for joining, and thank you. And you have a great Friday and weekend. Good night, everyone. Love you. Good night.